Hello,
Hi,
everyone. This is MMA Interesting Prospects podcast. Today, our guest we have Marco Doda, who just won his Cage Warriors debut just few days ago. Hello, Marco. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You?
I'm good too, but to be honest, I was like for me this was the best fight on the card. Actually, it was a like prelim fight, but I think also that it was good for the fans who don't have a like UFC Fight Pass that you can watch a high level MMA on YouTube. But about your fight, how do you feel overall after this fight after your performance?
So first, I want to say I didn't know I were in the prelims. So I told the people buy UFC Fight Pass to see the fight. I thought I was the one of the first of the main card, and I was wrong. So anyway, so like when I were like at the hotel, they told me, "Oh, you are at the last of the prelims, and you have to be at the event at 3:30, something like that, at 3 p.m." I say, "You are crazy. I will not be there at 3 p.m. and I have to fight at 8." And so I say, "Cage Warrior, go with your fighters. I will be there at 8, like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half before, and to make the fight." Anyway, I feel good. Everything went like as expected. Not 100% because I wanted the finish. I told you I want the finish. I want to see if Manuel will survive, but he survived. And I like it as well that he survived. I mean, went to the 3 rounds, and it was very, very also exciting. And for me as a fighter, doing three rounds with him, and wow.
And I think that overall in this fight, you showed a little bit of everything because there were like good punches, good kicks. You took him down. You defended some takedowns attempts. Of course, the guillotine chokes attempts was like really big things. So I think that in the end, it was a good experience for you because it was not like a 30-second finish, and there can be some question marks about it. But you fought for the 15 minutes. You won second and third round. So I think that it also quite important that you know that you can fight against really good fighter with in this kind of pace even 15 minutes, and I think that it in some ways it can be the best fight of your career.
Yes, yes, it is. To be honest, it's. I think it's my favorite fight. I didn't finish, but it's my favorite fight because it was enjoyable. It was like up and down for seconds, and I was able to show a lot of, not a lot, because this is like 5% of my knowledge in the fight, of my striking, my wrestling, my jiu-jitsu. So one thing about me, I told you I like a lot to study, and combine everything together very well. I want to fight like against the best wrestlers, and being able to counter them, to submit them. I want to fight with the best striker, and I have to be able to knock them down and knock them out. So this is like my philosophy, is to attack everywhere, and uh, like no problem what will be my opponent. I have to be able to do what I want, to be complete. And I show maybe too much. I didn't want to show, like I saw some takedowns, I saw some counterattacks, I saw the guillotine, but I will change. I have a lot of things to show in next fights, and this is only the beginning. And and also was very good for me to make adjustments, because uh, Manuel did a great job trying to, let's say, um, disrupt like my game, like trying to clinch and make me tired and things like that. He did a good job, but I was able to counterattack him everywhere, and I study him a lot, and and the adjustments will be like, the guillotine will be unstoppable next time. And maybe not the guillotine, because people will expect guillotine and will be a different thing. Maybe triangle, jumping triangle choke, things like that. I like to surprise. So yes, I was very 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 beautiful. I love it.
Were you surprised that Manuel survived this guillotine chokes in like in second and third round?
Oh yes, I were like. So I jump to guillotine. I say, okay, if I catch the head, it will be over. And I say, oh, he is surviving. And then start. It was so deep, the guillotine. To be honest, he was. I think he told me that he was ready to tap, but he said to himself, no, I don't have to tap. And he survived, like with hurt and courage. I think not many people in the world will survive that one, but I'm telling this to the next fighters. I will do the adjustments to make that like. Also, if you have hurt and courage, you have to tap that kind of guillotine, and I will make these adjustments.
And how about your arms? Because it's sometimes a risky thing to like hold the guillotine choke attempt for too long because your arms can be a little bit tired after this. And were you okay after these attempts?
So for sure, my forearm were like tired. Like for the brief cardio, I were good, but like the arm and the muscle were like a little bit, not a little bit, were tired. Okay, so this is one thing that is good, that I will work like this kind of the part. And. But I was able to continue and do my game anyway, and yeah, that's it. That's it. To be honest, yes, he tied me up that one, but I was like, okay, it's close. It's close. This is why I hold. If I see the fight, I say to myself, maybe like in mount, I would just leave it and go for ground and pound, strong ground and pound, stabilize. But when I were there, everything can happen, and you say, okay, it's done. He was like spitting out and. And I was, okay, it's done. And he was able somehow to escape. And I changed the grip to move to another submission. He defended well in the second. In the third, I lost. I lost like the mount somehow anyway. But he did well. He did well. He defended well. He with courage and also technique for sure. But it's okay for sure. Next time will be different.
But in the end, you won second and third round, and I think that after these attempts, sometimes the fighters are really tired, and you still were managed to win this round. So I think that in the end it was like perfect, maybe not perfect, but a very good scenario for you. But the question is right now, because it was a really big fight, what do you think should be next for you? Do you like plan to fight for the Cage Warriors again?
Oh yeah, to be honest, the CEO, I think it is, called me that they want me in Cage Warrior, so I have some offers to a multi-fight deal, and let's see what's the best option. For sure, yeah, for sure. I like Cage Warrior a lot. I love the event, and I'm confident 100% that I can win I will win the welterweight champion if the title, if will be a possibility. And let's see what happens next. To be honest, and now my first thing is to train and do a better fighter every day. This is my actually my thoughts. What happened next? Let's see. Contender, Cage Warrior, Cage Warrior title. If they give to me, I'm ready. I can fight for the title when they want. So I mean, the guy Manuel had two fights in Cage Warrior. He wins. I win with one of the biggest prospect. I think in Cage Warrior they push him a lot. I was a little bit like, like oh not stress, like not nervous. It was like why they pushing him a lot. Maybe they don't understand who they have in front. They didn't know me. It's good. So I I break a little bit the plan of Cage Warrior, but it's okay.
But I think that with this kind of performance, I think that you may get a title shot, because I think that in April it will be a welterweight title fight. So maybe there is a chance that in next fight, maybe even in Italy, you will challenge for the championship belt. And I think that this kind of situation, this kind of belt, really help you to get to the UFC, because of course Cage Warriors is a really big promotion. So when you have the title there, you are on the like list of the guys to watch, and there are fighters from the like Cage Warriors or having a title there, they get the shot in the UFC, or at least in the Contender Series.
Yeah, I think so because if I see in the past there are fighters that they did the debut for the title, and in Cage Warrior, me I fought with a guy that already had two fights, two wins, two big wins in Cage Warrior. So I think it's not a weird and strange move to give me for the title. It sounds a little bit like arrogant, but why not? I'm ready. I show I can do a lot of things, and who will win and confirm the welterweight champion? It will be nice to be next for me. Yeah.
And how quickly can you make a welterweight weight limit?
Uh, I think easy because I did the weight cut. I was like it wasn't that hard. I was heavy. I was heavy. I don't know if it looks. I was heavy, but and was the first time that I did welterweight because before I were doing middleweight, but not because I'm a middleweight, but because I knew inside myself I'm a good fighter, technical fighter. I can fight middleweight without cutting a lot of weight. But I'm a true welterweight, a big welterweight, I think, and I react very well to the cut weight. I was expecting more difficult to stay on the sauna, on the bath, you know. But maybe because have a strong mentality, it was not very difficult. I mean, it's not like wow, beautiful. I'm here without drinking and eating, but I managed to do it correctly. And for the weight, I did like weight cut before the fight, the day before the waiting, and I went to sleep. No, I went to sleep. I didn't sleep because I did the weight cut like half a weight cut, and I were like without drinking, without eating, and you do the bath, and you lost 3 kilo, 4 kilo, and I wasn't able to sleep the day before because of dry mouth, and I wake up at the morning. No, I wake up. I just wake up from the bed, and I put myself on the bath again, and I still losing weight, but I still like 1 hour and a half, and I didn't lost too much, and I was oh my god, I'm not losing weight. Where is my water on the body? There wasn't enough water anymore to remove. And then I went to the waiting like 1 minute. Like I went to the bath and I move and I put my t-shirt and things on, and I go down to do the waiting with the water of the bath still on my head like that. But was also this was good good experience also for me to do the welterweight, the weight cut, but everything went right. And thanks to Roberto Scrigna, my nutritionist, and the people around me that helped me with this, and was good, was good.
And I think that when you can can make weight quite quickly, like overall, like maybe the short notice opportunity can came up even sometimes in the UFC. So if you are if you know that you can make a weight in like 2 or 3 weeks, you are also able to take some additional opportunities.
Yes, yes, yes. I think so. I think yes. It can be harder to do in 2 3 weeks because I did some diet. I did diet. Then I removed the carbs during the week to remove the glycogen, so the water, then the cut weight. But I think yes. But to be honest, I will do the diet. I keep doing the diet, so I'm ready every time. I don't need. I'm not someone that become like fat, some like Ben Askren, but so I will stay a little bit lower, maybe with my weight uh, on the off season, and I will be ready. But I told you now I don't rush. Like maybe if I have to fight next week's UFC, maybe yes, maybe. But now I have to do some adjustments and work and do a lot of work. And now is the hard part. I know that I have a hard part to do now. I have to like throw up every day, but I will do that if I want to achieve what I want. And then when I have done my job, the fight will be easier and easier and easier. I have to. I told you I like to finish. I like to finish my opponent, and this is what I want. I want exciting fights. I want to finish my opponent, whatever striking or grappling. I love that, you know. I want to finish before. I don't want to go to the judges because some judges maybe they never did MMA in a professional way. They cannot see well and say, "Oh, it happens also in UFC." So I like to finish. I want to dominate my opponent. So yeah.
And how did people in your gym in Elite Fight Academy welcome you after this fight?
Oh, a lot of people were there in the stadium, and they were like super excited. They say, "Marco, like maestro," because I'm also the coach. They were. I feel a lot of love from them, and it's really helpful and give a lot of energy. And I can't wait to have other experience like that. You know, this fill you up with good positive things, and hopefully everything went on the right way. So this give also a lot of push of energy. But yeah, it was good, and now also my students see my fights. A lot of people around that didn't know maybe of Elite Fight Academy, they should know because we work everything, every part of the game, and we will be ready. Maybe we don't talk too much. I'm talking now a little bit, but before the fight, no one interview me. There's a lot of people in it around the world. They talk, but when I see them fight, they are shit. So we didn't talk too much. We work and we keep working better than the others, and we will show up and do our job. And we need also a little bit sometimes lucky. It's part of the game, but in during the journey, if you did a good job, it's the results will come out.
And probably even for your like fighters, the younger people who are like in your gym is probably like super motivating thing to see the coach winning big fight on the like international stage in a very good fight. So probably it can also give them the chance to think about like going pro.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of guy that they do it for passion, and a lot of guy they want to be champion. I want to share with them like the mentality and the discipline, and if you want something and you work for it, you can do it. So this is and also the people, the students. I have a few guys that believe on it. They believe in me. They have like the energy to do it. And but I told you that the most important thing is here, and I want to share with them. I want to give them the the right road, and everyone can do it. I didn't do nothing yet, okay, but the mindset is in the right position, and this is very important. It's very important. Many people are maybe good fighter, gym fighter, but when it's time to show up, they are not good. And for example, Manuel is a good fighter. A good fighter. When it's time to fight, he expressed well. I think. Yeah. I talk with Manuel. You know, I talk with Manuel after, and we maybe he will be here in Genova to visit, and we train together. I told him, Manuel, come here. We will train together. We need each other. We will help each other. And to be honest, I told you he is a good guy. He confirmed me that I like him, and I want to help him, you know, and he will help me as well with his style and things like that. We will do a lot of work like cage work and things like that. I don't want to say now what we're gonna do because the opponent we will be surprised, the next opponent. But what I want is like for Manuel that this fight so thanks to Manuel, but this fight is it shouldn't be like a bad thing. It should come good things from this fight. Also, if he lost, I want him that from now, like he will just beat every opponent. This is I really want this for Manuel. He deserve it. He show his stuff, and you know why I'm saying that? Because many fighters, if you see like in UFC as well, big fighters like Tony Ferguson, he was like 12 or 13 win streak. Then he lost one time an eight loss streak. He turned from a champion to a shit fighter. No, it was here, you know. So I know a lot of people. Michael Chandler in Bellator, he lost one time, three loss streak. There's some statistics that when some fighter lost, they keep losing like three in a row. I know a lot. So it's not Manuel like that, but I want you know that Manuel just heads up and we train together, we help together, and just he will win every fight until now, and maybe get to the UFC as well. So this is what I want, and that's it.
And actually, it's a kind of cool story that you can share a cage with someone. In the end, in the fight you try to hurt him, but after this you can like I don't know, shake your hand, drink a beer, or train together, and it means that it's not like some kind of barbaric sport like it was considered many years ago. It just the sport like anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. I know a lot of people that doesn't follow MMA, they see this sport like aggressive sport. But there are a few fighters, they just go there to fight and do like some violence. I do violence. When I enter to the cage, I'm the most violent. But like my opponent is like a friend, let's say for the 15 or 25 minutes, no, is the one that I want to kill, okay, but a part of that is like another one that is living another place that is doing the same thing that I'm doing, training, keep doing dreaming to maybe become champion and things like that. So I respect that. I respect Manuel and my opponents. It depends. Maybe if someone insults me, I'm not gonna respect, and no problem. Manuel, we respect each other, and this is a good sport, and it's not like only a violent sport. And yes, we finish the fight. It's over. It's we are friends, and we will help each other achieving our dream. That's it.
And in it was I believe that the same day it was a big UFC card. It was 313 with Alex Pereira. And did you have a chance to watch especially the main event?
I see something. To be honest, I didn't see yet the full fights, but I know the results. I see some highlights. To be honest, it didn't surprise me. Didn't surprise me because Pereira, he is strong. He has the hand like my head, maybe. So if he catch you, it hurts. But I think he has a lot of holes as well in his game, and I have to see the fights. But Anklev, like his speed, he has good QE sometimes, not with against Paul Craig, but. It wasn't like surprising for me. You know, Pereira is good. He's good. He made the history as already for UFC, but I know he's not complete. People, you know, overestimate him sometimes, somehow, because he's the defense of Pereira is not like super defensive fighter, but this is his style. And Ankalev didn't he wasn't afraid of it and just did his job. But I mean, I have to see the fight, and I didn't know how it went, like all the fight, but didn't surprise me that Ankalev win. But for example, I think that someone like Kamsa that is the weight under, or like Dricus Duplessis that is not super technical. If they fought against Alex Pereira, they can win maybe easily. You know, if they are not unlucky that he catch him with the hook. You know, the styles makes the fight as well. This is why I work everywhere. I want to work everywhere because you know. But maybe Rodolfo Vieira. I don't know what is in the ranking. That is maybe 15 or maybe not in the ranking. Can win with Alex Pereira. The people that doesn't know MMA think, oh, it's Alex Pereira finished in the first. No, it's not like that. There's people that I know. Jiri Prochaska, when he was champion, I know for a fact that in his gym he was one of the shittiest fighter. I mean, they move him around. I know Kamsa that the Jiri Prochaska in training, if I'm not wrong, just move the floor with him. But technically, you know, but he was the champion. Mentally, he was the champion. So. You know, you never know. You never know. I was expecting anyway that from Anklev.
And if you can be a matchmaker for a moment and you can book a UFC fight from any weight classes, from the fighters who are currently on the roster, which fighters would you like to book against each other?
Which weight? Which weight?
It can be either weight, from flyweight to heavyweight. You can book one fight.
Yeah, yeah. For sure, I would love to see Makachev against Topuria. I would love to see Makachev against Kamzat. Okay, I know they are completely different weight, but I know Makachev is super strong. He can fight with middleweight and also light heavyweight. But I want to see like if Kamzat is able to put that kind of wrestling and pace against someone so technical like Makachev. That, and this is another fight. You know that the weight are so different, but the weight mean not nothing sometimes. If you see Gilbert Burns, he did like the lightweight, if I'm not wrong, and he fought against Kamzat and make the most difficult fight for Kamzat. And I would love to see maybe Kamzat against someone like Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze, he will fight against Marvin Vettori, but he's strong. He's like maybe he's not like super technically in the striking, but this ground game he's very good. he's tough. So, for example, if Kamzat take down Roman Dolidze, I'm not I'm not surprised if Roman go for the finish instead of trying to get up. I know that Roman in training submit Kamzat. So and everyone hype Kamzat. Kamzat is very good, but this is another fight that I would make. Kamzat against Roman Dolidze, John Jones against Thomas Pinal, because Thomas Pinal is so strong for it, I think. And also, if you see the weight, the age difference is like the same like John Jones had with Daniel Cormier in the past, and uh, now you have to give me some ideas, some names, and I tell you. I think I would be a good matchmaker.
Yes, it's like super fun thing to do to like at least pick some names and like Roman Dolidze against Kamzat. Probably
Yeah.
not many people would think about it, but it would be actually a really good fight.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because I'm telling you, Kamzat, he is good when he take down and things like that. But when someone attack him, like Roman, from the bottom and doesn't try to get up, it's a different game. So, and also, comes at Dricus, I think it's easier than comes at Dolidze somehow. And maybe if they fought Dricus Dolidze, for Dricus is easier. It's this sport is weird. It's weird. And now I don't have in mind a lot of name. Madalena, it can be hard, but you know, now it's. In UFC, like the rankings are everyone is tough. So every match is a good match. So, but for my perspective, like I want to see Marcus Topuria, I want to see Kansas Dolidze. This is what I want to see.
Okay, Marco. So many thanks for the time and for the conversation. I hope that your next fight will be for the title because I think that it would be like next natural step for you to go to the like highest league. So of course the UFC, and I hope that maybe this year, maybe next year we can see you maybe in some Europe show, of course of the UFC.
Thank you so much. We hope so, and we will do our best to get there. Thank you so much for the interview, and see you next time. We enjoy to interview to interview. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, definitely. Thank you.